will find out in a space we will not sleep, that's for sure. We rest to recuperate from the transition of the fields within the body of the man. And we have tuned it to the time of the darkness or nighttime, most of us. And in that process, when we are in the spaces, there is no day and night, it's a continuous line of life. The process of the regeneration and absorption of the fields from the environment will not allow man man does not need to rest to recuperate. And in that process, the soul of the man and the soul of physicality are always co-working, they're together. Now, when we say that the soul of the man is freer, it's not that free, it's freer to travel the span of the what we call creation, when the physicality is recuperating and is at weakest, is what we see, what we observe. But doesn't mean that the body, the soul of the man escapes from the body of the man. It is still expands beyond it, but the physicality becomes part of it. This is what, and this is one of the reasons we remember part of our, what I call dream, where our soul interacts with the other souls, and in communication between its boundary and its center, our body is in the middle of it. It doesn't escape. There's no escapism in this process. It's becoming encircled with. When we are awake, we encapsulate the soul. When we go to sleep or weaken the, what we call the strength of the field of the physicality, then the soul of the man increases its dominion. And now, if you look at it, here, the physicality was, now the physicality becomes within. And as the interaction of the soul of the man with the other souls takes place, because it's a field interaction, it creates an emotion between the boundary. It's like when you touch a fire, you feel it, it sends the emotion to the center. And the soul of the physicality of the man is in between. So this interaction between this and this, what they call the boundary, the interaction of the dimension of the interface of the soul of the man when the body of the man is weaker, with its center to communicate, man picks up some of the signals, we call it a dream. Now we are encircled, where in the time of what we call awakeness or alive, being there, but this still functions. This still has an aura of it, but not so much that this is at the time of the sleep. So in a way, we don't let loose anything. We just understand it. And part of our teaching is for you this position, this cycle. Man up to now has lived in this cycle. But now you can control it. Then you communicate through the soul with all the souls around you, where you don't need physicality. Physicality has a dimension, vision, what we call maybe sound, but with the soul, you don't have that. You go beyond, and through the fields, you can interact and communicate. And these are the same with the others. That's the difference. Now, this is what we understand, and we don't need to engage. And this is especially what we'll see with this will be when you go into the enhancement units. This is what you will see. This is what will baffle you as light. And one thing for sure, not all lights in a dimension inside the enhancement units will be the same color, because this in a way will show part of your emotion. This is how we interact with the others in the universe. From the interaction of the fields, we gather their emotion, what they think, what they want, what is the reaction. That's how we see the dreams in ourselves. So in this process, we'll see different colors, and we know the true intention of the man inside. When you ask, are you in love with the Creator, and what is your intention with your work? I am a Ayatollah, or I am a Pope. My intention to rob and deceive the humanity will show a different color than the one which says, I'm here to serve humanity. Now we know each color what it means. There'll be no one lying into the machine after all soul. Then you ask the world leaders to enter these systems, and then you see the true intention of the president, the king, the rabbi, the ayatollahs, and the popes and the priests. It's not a lie detector, it's the true intention of life explanation. I wonder, once the unit arrives in Tehran and we ask the ayatollahs to walk in, how many of them will walk in, or they call it the Satan system, because it unravels their intention. The same in Vatican, and the same in Jerusalem, and in China. Then people understand the man who has nothing to hide will walk in.